When I was in grade 10, our school welcomed a new English teacher named Mr. Scott. He was young, handsome, and had kind brown eyes that made him stand out instantly. With his dark hair and charming personality, he instantly became popular among the students, especially girls. He was only 24 years old, and many of my classmates admired him a lot. During breaks, they would often find excuses to walk past his classroom just to see him. Mr. Scott was not only good-looking, but also incredibly polite and friendly with everyone around. The other teachers respected him, and even the younger teachers tried to engage him often. However, he remained professional and dedicated to his work, focusing only on his teaching. Unlike many of my classmates who playfully joked with him, I was too shy to talk. I admired him deeply, but was too shy to interact with him in a casual way. Instead, I focused on my studies and always completed my homework on time without fail. Every time Mr. Scott called on me in class, my heart would race with nervousness. My hands would tremble slightly, but I always made an effort to answer his questions. I wanted to impress him, and whenever he smiled saying, "Good job, Emma," I felt happy. The entire year, I couldn't stop thinking about him, and he even appeared in dreams. One day, I discovered where he lived, which was not far from my neighborhood. Sometimes, I would walk past his house, hoping to see him, feeling excited and nervous. Whenever our paths crossed, he would smile and greet me, and those moments felt special. However, if I ever saw him with his friends, I felt a pang of jealousy. When I moved to grade 11, something heartbreaking happened. Mr. Scott left our school forever. He had accepted a new job in another city, and the news devastated me completely. I missed him terribly, and even walked past his old house, but he was gone. As time passed, I became busy preparing for my university entrance exams with great determination. To improve my English skills, I enrolled in extra classes to study more and practice. On my first day, I was shocked and delighted to see that Mr. Scott was back. Seeing him after such a long time filled me with joy and immense happiness inside. He welcomed me warmly, saying, "Welcome back, Emma," making me feel even more excited. For the next 6 months, I worked hard in his class, determined to do well. I became one of his top students, excelling in assignments and participating in class discussions actively. Sometimes after class, we would have small conversations about our future plans and life ahead. I asked him about his new job, and he showed interest in my aspirations thoughtfully. One day, to my surprise, he offered to walk me home, leaving me completely speechless. My heart skipped a beat, but I was overjoyed, feeling like the luckiest girl ever. After that day, he often accompanied me home, making me feel special and happy. As time went on, we spent more moments together, growing closer and enjoying each other's company. We strolled through the park, watched movies, and had long conversations about various topics openly. Our bond deepened, and I still remember our first kiss. It felt magical and surreal. I was convinced that Mr. Scott was the perfect man for me, my dream person. However, life had other plans for both of us, changing everything we had imagined before. One day, he told me that he had received a job offer far away. He was moving to the United States for work, which shattered my heart completely. The news devastated me, but we promised to stay in touch through letters and messages. Initially, we exchanged letters frequently, and I eagerly awaited his replies with great anticipation. But as months passed, our letters became less frequent, and eventually we lost all contact. 8 years went by, and one day, while scrolling through social media, I saw him. I hesitated for a moment before sending him a message, feeling both nervous and hopeful. To my relief, he responded quickly, and we decided to meet after all these years. On the day of our meeting, I was both nervous and excited to see him. I dressed carefully, wanting to make a good impression and look my very best. When I saw him at the cafe, I was surprised he had changed a lot. He looked older, had gained some weight, and his once bright blue eyes seemed different. We talked for hours, catching up on life, but something felt different, almost unfamiliar now. As I walked home that evening, I reflected on our meeting and my past feelings. I realized that I had been holding on to a memory rather than the actual person. The young, charming teacher I had admired in school was a part of my past. But time had changed both of us, and we were no longer the same people. We grow up, our priorities shift, and what once seemed important may no longer be. The next day, I looked through my old school photos, feeling nostalgic and emotional inside. I smiled as I saw pictures of my friends, teachers, and even Mr. Scott himself. Those were beautiful memories, but they belonged to the past, not the present anymore. I was now an independent woman with a career, new friends, and fresh dreams in life. A week later, I received a message from Mr. Scott, surprising me completely once again. He wrote, "It was nice meeting you. I hope we can stay friends," showing kindness. I replied with a simple, "Thank you, Mr. Scott. It was nice seeing you too." Though we exchanged a few more messages, I knew it was time to truly move on. One evening, I went for a walk in the park, thinking about everything deeply and calmly. As the rain started to fall, I was reminded of the times we spent together. A nostalgic smile formed on my lips as I thought, life is like the rain. Sometimes, it feels cold and lonely, but it also helps new things grow beautifully over time. I still think about Mr. Scott from time to time, remembering those special moments clearly. But now, those memories bring me happiness rather than sadness, making me appreciate my journey. He was a meaningful part of my life, but he was not my final destination. Life is full of unexpected turns, bringing new people and opportunities into our lives constantly. Sometimes, the most beautiful moments happen when we least expect them, surprising us completely. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share. Cherish the memories that shape you.